make your colors truly glow. Key techniques for bright and radiant gouache painting. Have you ever felt frustrated when your painting looks dull and murky, even though you used vibrant pigments? If your colors lack luminosity and life, the problem often lies not in the paint itself, but in the way you mix, apply, and organize color on the canvas. This course helps you move beyond the just fill in the colors mindset. From foundational logic to brushwork nuances, we'll break down the secrets to achieving vibrant, luminous colors in gouache painting. Brightening through mixing, fixing the dirty gray effect at its root. One of the most common beginner mistakes is uncontrolled mixing, which leads to a muddy, lifeless tone across the painting. Layered color strategy, brightness with depth and dimension. Gouache is beloved for its opacity and coverage, but to achieve brightness without flatness, and transparency with structure, layering is key. Contrast techniques, activating rhythm and visual energy. Color contrast isn't just about beauty, it's a vital tool for structure, rhythm, and emotional impact. You'll master 3 key types of contrast. Warm-cool contrast. This expresses emotional temperature. Add small areas of warm color, like orange, crimson, or ochre, within a cool-toned background to break monotony and immediately draw attention. No need to overuse. Small, highly saturated warm accents can create a strong jump effect when placed precisely. Focus on placement and restraint. Subtle warmth in focal zones is more effective than large warm blocks. Saturation contrast. Saturation is a visual rhythm driver. Highly saturated colors tend to dominate attention, so balance them with muted tones for clarity. Example, in a floral still life, let the flowers pop with vivid magenta or bright yellow, while the vase and background sit in soft gray blue or olive green to keep the subject in focus. Lowering saturation doesn't mean making colors dirty, it means using controlled neutrals to emphasize hierarchy and layering. Light-dark. Contrast. Light and shadow are essential for building form and space. Strong contrast between bright and dark areas can immediately define volume and spatial structure. Example, place a deep green bottle on white fabric. Darken one side of the bottle with a cool shadow, while leaving the fabric bright. The edge between the two enhances visual depth. Don't shy away from bold contrast. Intensifying highlights and deepening shadows in key areas can lift your painting out of visual monotony, avoiding the muddy color trap. Correcting blind spots in mixing. Do you often end up with stained patches or brownish smears after wet and wet blending? Learn how to avoid overlayering on still wet paint. Recognize the line between harmonious blending and muddy overmixing. Use white space and segmented color zones to maintain a breathing feel in your painting. Brushwork for brightness. The hidden power in your strokes. Not all brightness comes from pigment's brushwork. Also plays a critical role. You'll learn how to retain texture using semi-dry strokes on semi-wet layers. How to use soft wiping and feathery edges to create an airy feel in highlight zones. How to control brush pressure and direction to add rhythm and visual flow. Final thought, color contrast is more than aesthetic, it's structure. Color contrast is not just for visual appeal. It's a strategic tool that communicates focus, rhythm, emotion, and structural depth. Temperature defines atmosphere. Saturation clarifies subject hierarchy. Value builds dimensional space. Master the interplay of these 3, and your gouache paintings will not only catch the eye but hold it with impact, clarity, and grace.